希望自己能够发挥很高的水准吧，跟马龙在决赛中打出精彩的比赛，希望自己当然希望能站在最高的领奖台上。
对许昕本来确实大家中国队都非常接近，然后最近几次公开赛决赛我也相对都输给他，所以希望有一个好的心态去打吧。
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ITTF Seamaster 2018 World Tour Platinum German Open, coming to you live from Bremen, Germany. I'm your commentator, Adam Bobrow, and I'm as surprised as you are. We are getting into the men's singles final now. A little change in the traditional order. So you will see Ma Long versus Xu Xin. And interestingly enough, only one will win. And then after this, the last match of the night, they will play the doubles final for men's together. So will be interesting to see. Obviously, they'll be on speaking terms after this. So Xu Xin chooses the side of the table. So Xu Xin, the Cloudwalker, world rank number 5 currently, 28 years old versus 29-year-old Ma Long. Ma Long, world rank number 9 currently, but don't let that fool you. He is the most unbeaten player on the planet since 2015. Just an incredible form. Even when he seems a little bit off at times, still manages to just be destroying Wang Chunting 4-2. Best performance we've seen from Wang Chunting against Ma Long. Gave a good fight. One of 2 players here to really have a shot against Ma Long. Timo Boll giving a good fight, but not getting as many games. Clemens Rong, our umpire from Germany. Assistant umpire from France, it's Yannick Varengo. So I'm really curious. We've seen Xu Xin get his revenge and beat Fan Zhendong in a final at the end of last year. For a few years, Xu Xin was beating Ma Long with, I'd say, well, not any amazing consistency, but better than almost any on the Chinese national team. Other than maybe Zhang Jike during a few years there. But Ma Long doesn't have too many players that are pulling off victories, even within the Chinese national team on the international stage. And I think a lot of that has to do with confidence and being such a complete player. Ma Long is clever. He's adaptable. He's cool under pressure. He has the confidence, the experience, and the titles. Does he have anything to prove? Not really. But does he have any goals to achieve? Absolutely. Again, no one has ever achieved 2 times on the men's side a 2-time Grand Slam. No one has won the Olympic Games twice. Ma Long has won this tournament 4 times before. And if he wins here today, he will be in a category, a class of his own, having passed by Timo Boll as, I believe, the most winningest player here at the German Open. Quite impressive considering how many years he's been playing versus Timo Boll, for example. Champion of the Swedish Open. That's where Xu Xin beat Fan Zhendong. Very impressive performance there. Xu Xin is a showman. He's a cloud walker. He's so fast on his feet, and he imparts more side spin than any player on the Chinese national team. He lobs more than any player on the Chinese national team and dominates the highlights all the time. There's only room on the screen for 3 champions there. Qatar Open, skipped the first. And then 2016 before last year was a bit of a slow year for Ma Long. Some complications. Found himself not playing for a good almost half of the year. Ending up in the bronze medal position at the Men's World Cup, courtesy of Timo Boll. That served as a cold dish. Revenge hit hard last night. From down 4-9 and 5-10, Ma Long took 2 games in a row that could have put Timo Boll up 3-2. And instead it was a 4-1 victory. So we will see the speed and agility of Ma Long versus the powerful forehand, the unpredictable backhand, and the variety of touch shots that Xu Xin brings to the table. This is always a spectacular show. Now, how did these players get here? I'm so glad you asked. Well, Xu Xin started off in the first round of the main draw, beating Jakub Diaz. Very impressive young player from Poland. It was a 4-2 victory. After that, Jung Young Shik 4-0 for Xu Xin and 4-2 over Simon Gauzy. Another young player who is showing that, well, the Chinese are not easy to beat, that it definitely seems possible within reach. And players like Hugo Calderano, Simon Gauzy, Dmitry Ovcharov, Timo Boll, these are players that inspire the rest of the continent of Europe and the rest of the world to work that much harder to try and raise their level to the Chinese standard, the Chinese national team standard. Here we go. Xu Xin to start with the serve. Best of 7. Love all. And that's the match. Thank you very much and good night. First points of the match. Incredible rally. Where do you go from here? Not leaving a lot of room for improvement. This is what Ma Long and Xu Xin do, just stun us time and time again. Short side of the table, a little bit too short for Xu Xin. Slightly shorter rally. They split the first 2 points. Oh, backhand right down the line. So far, that backhand has been a lot more consistent than its reputation. Again, Xu Xin's backhand not quite as consistent as that of Wang Chunting. The only 2 players really stepping up into the televised matches on the World Tour, playing the penhold grip. Oh, right back into the body. If you can hang in there for the heat of that forehand flip, bringing it back deep on the table. Ma Long won't have time to come down and get himself situated again. That wasn't just hanging in there. That was adding some serious topspin back. Going aggressively. Now, in their history, Xu Xin has lost many times. I think a big part of that is that he didn't trust his backhand. And Ma Long was very comfortable to play it deep to the backhand and wide out to the forehand to win. But not here, covers the middle well. Xu Xin starting off up 4-2 at the first towel break of the match. Just a little rotation on that serve. Right across the front of the body there. Ma Long in the touch game, taking the point in near the net. Ooh, almost. Not a lot of time to react for that reverse penhold backhand from way behind the table. So I told you a little bit about Xu Xin and who he beat. How about Ma Long? Ma Long first round beats Maharu Yoshimura. After that, Jun Mizutani, Timo Boll, Wang Chunting, and here he is. Ooh, almost. Xu Xin staring at it again. Trying to pull a Fan Zhendong. He's got the touch to hit a roller from there. We know that. I think that's why he was shaking his head. Didn't take advantage of the opportunity. Can he do it? Yes. Can he consistently count on himself to hit shot of the year? Of course not. from the other side below the table, keeping the topspin on. Gets a point to break the momentum a bit of Ma Long. Rocket backhand. As fast as Ma Long's backhand is, right now Xu Xin's hit the more impressive backhand so far in this match. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Xu Xin can consistently make his backhand any high percentage, he could very well be the most dangerous player in the world. Side spin both directions from Xu Xin. From ITTF to the German Table Tennis Association. And even the high performance, the sports director, Richard Prauza. A lot of VIPs there watching closely, putting in a lot of hard work to make this event happen. Long push from Xu Xin directly into the backhand to invite the cross-court forehand opening. When he realized he couldn't keep it short anymore, decided to go for it there. From this camera angle, you can see how low the trajectory is of Ma Long's backhand, but still not enough to deter the attack of Xu Xin. Sounded like it caught the edge of the table for a moment. 2-point lead to Xu Xin. Outstanding rally from both sides. They're just covering the middle and wide out the other way. Oh, backhand to backhand, but he starts to turn for the forehand. It's bold of Xu Xin to be using that backhand. But he's not going to stay pinned. Just like Ma Long, they're both going to prefer to take the forehand when they can. A bit more racket speed coming in, a bit more consistency. Walking on clouds. No, right back down the line from that far away. It's tough to be a threat to Ma Long. Even with the power that Xu Xin has. We've seen this attempted. We saw it with Wang Chunting. A different player out here. He's going the wrong way. Still almost gets it back. Bold attempt. Can't believe we're still in game one. They've been back and forth so much throughout. 9 points apiece. Not an easy shot to come across that ball. To the short side of the table, sacrificing a little top spin for side spin. Wonder if we'll see the backhand serve from Ma Long later on in this match. Wouldn't be surprised. Backhand to backhand rally favoring Ma Long. Not necessarily the more powerful, but the more consistent. Oh, the fishing game. The lob does not come down. 11-9. Ma Long takes game number 1. Xu Xin not starting off on the right foot. We'll see what happens. Game number 2 coming up right after this. Xu Xin fans in the crowd cheering for him. Xu Xin Jiao. Ma Long leading 1-0. Soft spin drifts just wide. Xu Xin's going to want to stay in near the table. Over the table is good in the penhold game. Ooh, deep on the table, sneaks it past. Forehand flip not strong enough with Xu Xin backing off the table one step to get ready and hit it back. Oh, does not come down behind the back shot, right in near the net. Xu Xin has been known from time to time to pull this off. Wow, same side of the racket, a traditional penhold behind the back backhand. That might be the only way. It just looked pretty crazy here. Just a little bit late to get in for this shot. It's one of his favorites. A skill that Xu Xin has that he uses so well in doubles. Didn't quite have the rhythm that the Chinese fans have around the world typically. Sounded like maybe some local Germans cheering in Chinese for Xu Xin. Nice backhand here. Just rolls right up on it and drives through. Really, that wrist so flexible from Xu Xin. Can feel the pressure with Xu Xin coming up for that forehand. Ma Long trying to keep it as short and wide as possible. Oh, the snake and the follow-up inside-out forehand. A little bit of wiggle from under the table, and that bounce sends Ma Long deeper into the backhand court for a forehand, which opens up the other side of the table. Smart combination, and creative as can be. Strong start here for Xu Xin. An important game to take in terms of momentum and his opponent's confidence. Again, when Ma Long is confident and loose, very, very few can beat him. Don't know if anybody can, really. Oh, man. The blast from the backhand comes right back into the play. Firepower here, doesn't slow down for a moment. That was probably the softest shot in that point, and then Ma Long almost straight up, just a little bit forward, flicks the wrist, and the ball's gone. Just out of reach again, a risky ball. Starting to feel like deja vu for a moment, but Ma Long keeps it on the backhand to change up the rhythm, break the pattern. As Xu Xin would have expected one shot earlier for it to go wide to the forehand, Ma Long keeps him guessing. This is like reading YouTube comments out loud here in the stadium. Xu Xin, Ma Long, Xu Xin, Ma Long. Who's the greatest of all time? Ready, set, argue. As great as Xu Xin is playing, I guess a more reasonable question would be, who's your favorite player to argue in terms of titles and everything else? Not much question that Ma Long has more to his name. The current Olympic champion, two-time world champion, 2017, 2015. I mean, he's taken just about every title there is, and four-time German Open champion. Soft shot down the line, takes the pace off. Extending his lead to 3 now, Xu Xin. Getting crafty and clever. Maybe I should say staying crafty and clever. As long as I've known Xu Xin, that's the way he's been. Well played to the middle, 2 to the middle. Ma Long keeps him guessing. After all, he has gone wide out to the forehand to win 2 points recently against Xu Xin. I like the new shirts with the dragon scales. We've got some new colors for the Chinese national team. I think the blue and yellow is a little bit more shocking. Although over the years, we've seen some pretty cool different uniforms from China. Turning quickly on the corner, and Ma Long predicts that's what's happening, plays it down the middle of the table. Sometimes that's enough, just playing it to the middle. Just something to keep the opponent from realizing that you're not going to where they think you are. Maybe if Ma Long tried to play it the other way, Xu Xin would quickly catch himself and come back the other direction. Ooh. From that camera angle for a minute, you could tell by the body reactions, the fact that Xu Xin didn't follow the ball, that he had won the point. But a tomahawk chop block, putting some side spin on it. Net for net, right back. Xu Xin was the first. He started it. Still a 1-point lead here for Xu Xin. If this one is going to go the distance, I think it's important for Xu Xin to take one here and now. Ooh, swing and a miss. Wow, he was going for broke on that. Another feeling that table tennis players know, when sometimes you get a ball that feels like a gift wrapped for you. Watch how high this one sits. Very aggressive attempt. Not quite as high as I would have thought, but for Ma Long standards, I mean, it's a free space on your bingo card. Two game points to Xu Xin now with the serves on his side. Oh, flip kill does not come down once again. This is his favorite spot, and he's 0 for 2 with that shot. Maybe he's working these out for double's sake. When you notice on your TV, wait, when you notice you're on TV but your dad doesn't? It's always nice to capture moments in the crowd. They might not even know each other. Second game point here. Backhand, and Xu Xin takes it 11-9, game number 2. Tied up 1 game apiece. They both scored 20 points so far. dead even as can be. We will see as this continues. Game number 3 coming up right after this. Game number 3, Ma Long versus Xu Xin, the men's singles final of the German Open. Again, Ma Long, 4 times German Open champion. Oh, turns, leaves everything behind. We don't have time to pack. Just get out of the house. Watch this. Xu Xin leaves the whole table open. A gift for the umpire there. It's like the table was going to explode. He just hit it and got as far away as he had to. Ooh, behind the table, even a threat against Ma Long. Didn't succumb to lobbing, simply stayed on the counterattack. That was the fishing shot. From down low, heavy top inside, just getting ready to pop it up with that backhand. Soft spinning one from the backhand side. Now you probably believe this, but these two have played 26 times according to the ITTF website on the World Tour. And 18 of them have gone to, you guessed it, Ma Long. The Dragon, the Dictator. It's called the Dictator for a reason. Where there is a table, he controls it. You might think that can't possibly be true. There are a lot of tables in the world, Adam. Yeah, well, he's controlling it even if you don't see it. That's Ma Long. Oh, right into the gut. The reaction there from Xu Xin, a bit of comedy for you. Xu Xin playing a drop shot where it looked like he would have attacked. Ma Long recovering quite nicely. In terms of timing, again, you don't typically hear people shouting when this serve is tossed. Solid backhand to forehand rally here with Xu Xin on the backhand side. 3 points apiece, and I'm still curious if we're going to get any chop blocks out here. I expect some lobbing rallies. Ooh, fast long serve to the backhand side with heavy rotation. Carries off the rubber of Xu Xin wide. Oh, two. One perfect out wide to the forehand and another one perfect right back down the line. Again, not many can sneak it past Xu Xin. Gets the racket close. Wide to the wing. Goes for broke. There's the tape on the leg, the upper inside of the leg there. Ma Long succeeding in the touch game near the net as well. Now, sport does a lot of things for the world, but seems to be getting the world speaking Chinese. Seems like if you're a table tennis fan, almost anywhere in the world, you know at least a handful of phrases in Chinese. Ooh, fast and wide. Comes around the outside of the ball. This is an aggressive, I don't know exactly what, side spin push. Sort of like a chop block, but he really guided it himself. Wasn't dealing with heavy topspin coming in. Slow spinning one second time. You're going to have a welt on the chest. Somewhere between the belly button and the sternum. This one sits up just a bit too high. Ugh. Perfect placement on the serve. Again, Xu Xin with no answer in the receive game. What a streak of points here. Serious control from Ma Long. It's got to be tough going from the traditional penhold backhand to the reverse pendulum. Trying to think of how many times I saw Wang Hao use the traditional penhold backhand. I think maybe in the short game that's where you would see it a little bit more, but once he's off the table and going for an attack, you wouldn't want to have too many options to have to think which side of the racket you want to use when it's clearly on your backhand. Don't know if that's a factor right now for Xu Xin, but the score sure is. 6 game points for Ma Long. Exhibition style out here. At least on Xu Xin's side of the table. Stands up for a minute, comes back into the table to block and counter. Saves a game point. And when you think it's an exhibition for a minute, he unleashes that backhand. Don't confuse touch game, or at least maybe I'm telling myself right now, don't confuse touch game and pushes for exhibition. He looks calm for a minute, waits for Ma Long to open. Snap, that one's gone. Yeah, I know. It's tough. Three in a row, no coaches in the corner. Not for either player here, both playing for the Chinese national team, the same association. Typically coaches stay out of this. You don't want to tell one child that he or she is your favorite. Interesting, interesting. Is that a service warning about the free hand? Looked clean to me that time around. Good adjustment from Xu Xin. 4 points in a row. Xu Xin was down 5-10 against Lin Gaoyuan, the World Championships in Dusseldorf, and the timeout for Ma Long. If you start to wonder for a moment, timeouts like this, and just the play, the face of Ma Long, it seems quite clear that he's determined to win this. I think that's been his mission for a long time. Before 2010 even, we saw him fighting hard. But there he is. Not everybody has their face on the bottom of their racket, and a lot of rackets around the world. Being 35 months world number 1 can do that. Pretty good mix of music here. Languages all around the world, a lot of Spanish here. I know Hugo Calderano is speaking Portuguese in Brazil, but again, the Spanish-speaking world, all of Latin America, just seemed to light up at the recent results at the Qatar Open for Hugo Calderano. I wonder if that's what hit the DJ as well. Calderano fever? Well, we will see. Knocked out here by Matthias Carlsen, the only two left in this tournament now. You're looking at him. Ma Long and Xu Xin. The Dragon versus the Cloudwalker. And a lucky break for Xu Xin continues the streak, 10-9. Every game so far has been decided by only 2 points. And this one looked like it might go the other way at 10-4. Is this a left-handed bond? Bond, that is Xu Xin trying to give Ma Long a taste of the medicine he gave to Timo yesterday. Oh no, not yet. Ma Long hangs on, 11-9, and there is no revenge. A challenge, yes. A solid game, yes, but a victory not for Xu Xin, not in Game 3. Game 4 coming up right after this. So back for game number 4. Ma Long at the top of the screen leading 2-1 over Xu Xin at the bottom on the receive. Oh, just out of reach. Xu Xin, steady block, and then down the line. After all that comeback in the last game to not capture it. Xu Xin looking to change things up here. Oh man, you can't hit a ball much harder than that. Anybody have a speed gun around here? Is there a radar on that thing? Very rarely do you see Ma Long flat hit a ball that dead. Spin for spin, Xu Xin has been very quick in the reactions with the backhand. Really his percentages. This is probably the most successful I've seen his backhand in a long time. Ooh, underspin on the shovel serve, Godze. Just out of reach again, brings the elbow in near the body, European style, comes across and hits it with side spin out of reach. Ma Long so capable. Watch this one more time. Oof. Like a scarf. Wrapping it right around the neck here. Get the racket. Those are the words that I got confused. Crowd loves some good consecutive lead action. 3. Ever seen 4? Not yet, me neither. Avoiding the net, the serve sits up a little bit higher. Xu Xin takes advantage. It's funny, there are a lot of ways you could go here in terms of anticipation. Not a lot higher. Just enough to avoid the net. Oh, touch game all night long. Look at this. Side spin left on it. The wry smile of Xu Xin. Again, the charm coming out. If you didn't catch it in the moment, you missed your chance. They both have a lot of feeling, I think. In terms of touch, Xu Xin would probably be the favorite. Must have the best touch in the world. At least in combination with everything else from speed, footwork, creativity. It's amazing how much power Xu Xin generates. Even off balance, he just manages to find a way to plant a foot in a position to push up from the ground and still generate a lot of power when he's off balance. I was just thinking how funny it would be. You know, Xu Xin's a very clever guy. If you call a let, the opponent agrees, typically the umpire stays uninvolved. If you knew you were going to lose a match and you called a let where there clearly wasn't one, but the opponent was your friend. Oh, just missing from under the table. Not a lot of side spin on what looked like it was about to be a snake. Instead, he just keeps it with topspin. A little deeper on the table, watch. Just a little bit of a wraparound. And then the inside-out forehand goes wide and long. This is tough times right now for Xu Xin. Big opportunity there. The point before. Not an easy point to win, but we've seen him pull it off several times. Here, when he's near the table, earns himself the attack. Third ball. We'll see if he can set it up again. There it is. Push comes long. Xu Xin gets that full hurricane of a forehand. Top of the net recovery. Touch right off the bounce. Traditional backhand. Ball gone with the wind. Xu Xin trying to replay that in his head. Quickly edit and correct that shot. Ma Long within one. Again, if Xu Xin wants to take this match, it's going to be quite important that he's not down 1-3. Hang on to the lead here. Oh, turns early. Starts to shift, and Ma Long knows this drill. And it seems likely that Xu Xin might go the other way. One backing up. Just a moment to decide. He chooses correctly, Ma Long. Whoa. Whoa, oh man. Squatting near the ground. Tomahawk chop block, leaving it to the short side of the table. Watch one more time here. Whew. Completely taking the pressure and the pace off that ball. That's some touch for you right there. Not this time, not with the reverse side of the racket. Now, in case you were curious, the last time Xu Xin beat Ma Long on the World Tour, in 2016, he did it twice. It was in the Korea Open and the Japan Open. 4-3 and 4-2. That's only 2 out of their last 5 encounters. It's very interesting, the fan culture within China. Can't like everybody on the team. If you really love someone, it means you're all for them. Oh, his own side of the table misses the contact on the counter backhand. Brave play to stay with it, though. How much force Ma Long is putting into this every shot. While Ma Long is not a big guy, I can tell you he is solid. Solid muscle. What a recovery. Second bounce on the table to recover the top of the net. Xu Xin demonstrating that touch once again. Hashtag feeling. After 3 points in a row for Ma Long. Maybe even more. I just remember 8-7. Second serve here. Xu Xin is not going to lose another one by 2. Or at all, for that matter. Oh, short side of the table. Had he waited a little bit longer, I think he would have hit a roller. I think he was caught in between a traditional loop and a hooking loop. Ma Long creating the angle and taking the game 11-9. It's a 3-1 lead for the dictator, the dragon, the captain. Let's see what happens. It could be the last game where Xu Xin is going to have to do something in game number 5 right when we come back. Here we are, game number 5. Xu Xin versus Ma Long, the men's singles final. Behind the back, attempted again. Not quite as successful as the one before that also was not successful but came close. Friends have to get your back. When you say Xu Xin, someone has to say Jiao. Hooking forehand from under the table. Ma Long staying pinned in the backhand corner, prepared to take the backhand, controlling the table. There's a soft backhand, leaves it in front a little bit. Touch shot from Xu Xin. We don't see the wry smile from Ma Long too often. The moment he realized he missed a shot that didn't put as much pressure on as he's used to, this one right here. The posture of Xu Xin, he manages to really just turn the ball around so quickly without a lot of motion. And then he takes a big swinging backhand and has the forehand to follow, but doesn't come down. Again, no matter who wins this match, I think it'd be more exciting if it were won in the 7th. Oh, creeps over the net. Xu Xin losing the racket on the back of the table. No chance anyway on this one. Oh, interesting. Looked like he tossed the racket. Either way, he knew he had no chance. So here's the timeout for Xu Xin. He's down by 3 points. Bit late in the match. More traditional, I would say, in terms of without having a coach in the corner. Difference of 3 points, and when he's down and in trouble. Last game was at 8-6, 8-7 for sure. Might have been a more convenient time, more helpful time for a timeout. But we will see. Time will tell how the timeout pays off. And that ball comes right back. Oh, over the net. My goodness. Xu Xin just staring at it, all the rotation on it. Bit of an unlucky break for Xu Xin as he tries to get himself some energy. He's hopping around there, making his way back into the table. So we'll see what ideas he has. Again, the backhand in over the table. Haven't seen a lot of lobbing points, but I don't think that's a recipe for anything but a bit of a show for the crowd, not for winning. Ah, that one's not landing either. 0 for 3? I can't think of a time he's made that shot so far in this match. But again, you're playing against Ma Long, so it's a different quality of shot, a bit more pressure to find an opportunity where maybe there's not an easy ball. Top edge of the racket, and Ma Long starting to run away with this game and the match. We will see. Deep in thought, looking for his plans here. And we saw how strong Xu Xin can be. Patrick Franziska earlier today, giving a good fight. Was expecting some lobbing points, didn't see any. Xu Xin still focused. This wins him a lot of points when he can get that forehand in, turning the corner, but it also costs him a lot if he turns early. Has to have a pretty precise serve to put pressure on Ma Long to stay away from that backhand corner. Stay away from Xu Xin's backhand corner, that is. And even with the backhand, he's within 3 points. Ma Long has no timeout left. Three in a row now for Xu Xin. Oh, top edge of the racket once again. And Xu Xin can't lob it back. Tough times, especially when the ball is played right to him. This isn't out of reach. Makes the first one. We see him more in the lobbing game using the black side of the racket, his forehand side on the backhand. Traditional pen hold. Typically the reverse pen hold for the attack. So suddenly Xu Xin becomes a bit more of a threat. He's within 3 here. Ma Long 3 points from taking the title for his 5th time. Again, this tournament has been won by nobody 5 times. And by Xu Xin, no times. Not yet. Continue, please, he says. No stalling. Ooh, big one gets away. Good length on Xu Xin, or Ma Long's push, rather, shutting down Xu Xin's shot. Near the back edge. A little bit more room from that side angle you could see. Oh! Oh my goodness! Unbelievable. That was worth the price of admission right there. Seeing that point live. I can't even recall everything that happened in this. Xu Xin on the run with the traditional backhand. Look at this. Heavy side spin, chopped the swooper. Played a drop shot. And Ma Long recovers the point to earn match point 4 times over. That's the one. Xu Xin magic does not bother Ma Long. Drop shot to follow. 4 championship points. And the dictator dictates. Ma Long takes the title. 2018, will it be another year of Ma Long? The dragon is back. He's a father. He's a champion. The dragon, the captain, the dictator takes the title for his 5th time. The only player in the history of the German Open to win 5 times does it over the Cloudwalker, the showman, Xu Xin. And what a show it was. Second to last point of the entire match. A breathtaking point. So Ma Long can rest for a little bit, and then he's going to have to partner up with the Cloudwalker for the men's doubles final, the last match of the day. But the only game that was not determined by 2 points was the final game of the final. We'll have the awards ceremony, and following that, you'll have a chance to hear from Ma Long. Let's see if he brings out some of his English. I know fans watching live in China right now would love to hear that, and fans around the world as well. Stay right here to find out.